Alright, what up, Home Poodles? I'm back with another video, and I thought I needed to kind of like update you guys on the situation about the meth head. And if you really don't know about it, then just watch my first video I've done on the subject, because I give a little bit of background of why she steals from people. And yeah, she tried stealing from me. I think the funny part was that we had two goat houses, one she gave us, and then one we just bought. She tried taking the one we bought. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. She thought she was being sneaky, and every second or so she was just looking around.
Oh, hopefully no one's here.
And it turns out someone was recording out the window the entire time. It was just great. So keep in mind that this happened a long ass time ago. And even before it was uploaded, like it was old news when it was uploaded to YouTube, which the video was made in like 2017, so that's way back. So a long ass time ago, during that week, after that incident happened, she just went batshit crazy. Like there's a pole between my yard and her yard. She hung up flags and stuff. Like, I didn't know what exactly that meant, but it was probably something really threatening. But obviously, that's not all she did. She was full out harassing us. When my brother went outside to, like, I don't know what he was doing outside, but she went up to him and said, "Hey, I called the police because..." Well, she was letting him know that she called the police because she was drinking our animals' water, and apparently there was pesticides in the water and it got into her lungs. So we didn't know what to do because we were home alone at the moment. So we had to call her mom, and she took off work to come home so we wouldn't have to deal with the police alone. So when the meth head called the police, I don't really remember. It was either a fire truck or an ambulance. I remember it being a fire truck, but looking back at it, I think it would make more sense if an ambulance came. Minutes after, they backed out of the driveway and just went on. And the meth head was still at home. Even though you're on meth, it's still mind-baffling how you would call the ambulance and then when they get to your house, you refuse care. But anyways, my mom's home now, police are here, and everyone's outside. So you got my mom, meth head, two policemen, and they're all just talking. And the meth head's explaining how there's pesticides just everywhere and we're just poisoning our animals with pesticides. And I don't really know if she knows what goat poop looks like, but yeah, it was goat poop, not pesticides. And we are talking about someone who claims they were raised around goats. Then she tried telling the police that me and my brother broke into her shed and we stole pesticides from her. I don't even have the genitals to stand in someone's front yard, let alone break into someone's shed and just steal things. And I didn't even know what I didn't know, I do know what genitals are. I didn't even know what pesticides were at that time. Yeah, and absolutely nothing happened to her, even though we showed her the footage of her trying to take our goat house, and then it's just weird because she just drags it all the way over there and just leaves it there and walks away. All this way, and she just drops it and walks off. What the hell? Yeah, she didn't get in trouble because since it was on the other side of the fence, the goat house wasn't actually on our property, and she didn't bring the goat house onto her property, so yeah, that was pretty gay. I don't really think it should matter if the goat house was on our property or not, because the goat house itself is our property. Let's just say you're in the middle of a field somewhere. Let's just say you have a watch. Your watch is your property, right? Well, if someone took away your watch, does that mean they should get away with it because it wasn't on your property? I think the last time something went on with her was back when I was in high school. I was taking a sick day, and on that one day, she tried, well, actually, I'm just going to show the clip. Yeah, it was some pretty freaky stuff. How I knew she was there was I was just eating a sandwich and I just hear the dogs barking. I'm like, what? And then I just hear her talking. She was talking to herself. I'm just looking at the cameras and I just see her just breaking into the truck. At first, I thought she was just breaking in to like steal stuff that's inside, but there was nothing in there. Don't get me wrong, she would have done that. But no, come to find out that she was asking neighbors for like rides and stuff because she wanted to go somewhere. And I really think she was trying to like steal the truck. She was checking if there was keys inside so she can go to her destination. So yeah, the police were called, they got there. They had me fill out like a witness sheet. And then after that, I showed them the footage. Then she did not end up going to jail. They went to her house to arrest her, but she wasn't home. She got evicted though, 3 months later. Like, what did we do? It's not our fault your dog died. Oh, and speaking of her dogs, yeah, she had him wrapped up in her freezer. so she can like cut him open and see if there's pesticides in there. I mean, it really doesn't surprise me she put her dead dog in the freezer. She gives off those vibes anyway. She looks like a serial killer just lurking in the woods. She thought she was doing something good for the goat by like turning us in for apparently poisoning her, but she was taking her house. If you ever sober up and you're wanting to apologize, don't apologize to us, apologize to the goat. I mean, at least the police were on our side. They were kind of like looking at her all strange the entire time. Well, that is it for the video. Moral to it is just to stay away from drugs. You've seen what it did to this monster. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed and see you later.